All right, sorry, we had snow removal, so I am a half a day late on sending you your training video. We'll start over here. Power fold in and fold out for the mirrors, same button there. Drive mode button here. Sport. Snow and ice, we'll put it in all-wheel drive. This one is front-wheel drive, so it doesn't have it. Tow haul mode. 99% of the time you're going to be in normal or tow haul mode. And again, now yours has a button here for a quick hit all-wheel drive on the fly like you could in your Suburban. Front and rear wipe, that's front. Rear wipers. 2 ways to squirt juice in back. That way, or pull it all the way down. Mist. Push here, the wipers just go once or twice. If I hold and push it in, that's when you're squirting the Windex. All right, here's cruise on and off, and you'll see it pops up right there. Right here, to switch from normal cruise to adaptive cruise, you hold that in 3 seconds. There's regular cruise, hold it in 3 seconds if you want an adaptive cruise on. Other than that, cruise, set, decrease, pull this down. Resume or increase, you push that button up. This is forward collision alert, so as I go up or down, adjust the gap. Me, I like furthest gap unless I'm in busier traffic. Rush hour traffic, I do the front gap. And then this is your self-driving Super Cruise button. Unless the roads clear up, you may not do much Super Cruise driving until spring. 5 things have to be right for Super Cruise. Wi-Fi. You're in a 3-year Wi-Fi subscription because it is Super Cruise from factory. You have to have forward collision on and set. You have to have lane correction on and set. You have to be on a roadway that's in the mapping system. And then also adaptive cruise has to be on. And then when those 4 things are set, then you hit the button. This will shine green when it's self-driving. You'll see self-driving down here. You'll see like a green steering wheel in the heads-up display, all showing that, hey, I am controlling. If it ever goes blue, it's conditions aren't just right. If it's red, it's not on, or it's turning itself off. That's your sensor to make sure that you're watching the road. Not a camera recording you, just a sensor. Behind the steering wheel is still preset, or your manually shift up and down buttons. Over here is still volume. And once in a while, people may accidentally hit that. You have to be in drive. This is your manually shifting. So if you're coming out of the driveway and you're redlining, you're going 40, why is it still in first gear? You accidentally hit manual, and you could go up in gears. All right, we don't need Google. Speak to the car. Hey, Google. Again, you'll have 3 years of Google integration. Set front fan to low.
Sure, changing the fan speed for the front to low.
There's a lot more you can do just by using Google Speak. Heated steering wheel. As a reminder, this is how you can have maps down there. And if you prefer maps from your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, that can silhouette down there also. Third one is more of a safety page. That's probably how you're going to drive. Excuse me. I can't recall if you have the rear view mirror camera. Nope, you do not. I can't. You do have sunroof. So slide, tilt. This is the shade. Just one hard push like that. The shade's going to go all the way, or just stop it every inch. You know, fuel economy, trip, all that fun stuff, they don't have down here anymore. It's all here under vehicle status. Maintenance, oil life, brake pad life, and whatnot. Gauges, tranny temp, oil pressure, you get it. Third one will be your trip and fuel economy. Now, as a reminder, in case if you're always tracking fuel economy for shits and giggles, you can add that to the driver display over there. One of these 12 pages, or if you don't want any of them gauges, it will just be another time, temp, day of the week, and day of the month. To clear and like reset trip 1, yes. You know your camera views with surround vision. This one's low on battery, so cameras are not popping up for me. Trailering, hook up any trailer, do a light test. It'll even tell you if a side marker bulb is out on your boat trailer. More vehicle settings. Connections is where you pair a phone, or you can pair a phone here. Now if you pair a phone there, and then you go to pair his phone also, if you allow that, the second phone has to be paired through connections. And Apple adds your phone there. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is wireless. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Audio settings, bass, treble, you know what to set there. I like backseat reminder. Just reminds me if I put, I'm not going to leave a kid in the car, but my gosh, it happens every year. But it reminds me, hey, I put the kid's favorite ice cream in back. Super Cruise lane change. I want it to automatically put on the blinker and go around someone, rather than if you have to turn on the blinker to initiate a passing. Well, that takes away part of the fun of self-driving, in my opinion. Climate and air, turn on all your defrost. Safety. I like the rumble seat myself. I like auto braking. And by the way, if you ever turn off auto braking and just go to alert, it will. Some people don't want the car to be able to hit the brakes. That will always be there. It's not a check engine light. It's just to let you know, hey, I'm not going to brake if someone pulls out in front of me. We'll brake for pedestrian, hence deer, but not at night. They're too small. Intersection collision. If someone runs a red light, your car is going to try to pick it up, and maybe you don't get T-boned in the intersection. Rear cross traffic braking. Sometimes people will turn that off in winter, because when you're backing up and your back bumper is packed with snow, the car's going to jerk because it's applying the brakes. Why? Because it thinks you're going to hit a car when just the sensor has snow in it. So maybe that one for winter, just put alert. I've had enough people say, yeah, why is it applying the brakes? And here a sensor was covered up with snow or ice. Comfort and convenience. If you want the mirrors to fold in every single time you hit lock, I don't like the hands-free lift gate where you just stand there, it beeps 4 times and then it opens. So many people don't pay attention. They're just walking behind their car slowly. It's winter. You're shuffling on snow and ice. And they don't notice. Beep, 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 beep. And the lift gate opens. They come out of the store and their lift gate's been open the whole time. I just say push the button on the key fob or on the back. Rain sensing wipers. I like that one. If your front wipers are on as you're backing out of the driveway, your back wipe's going to swipe once or twice because there's snow or ice or it's raining on your front window. Ambient lighting. There's many shades. I like the fact that they brought back ambient lighting. Driver attention. I like normal sensitivity. It'll try to pick up like, hey, you should pull over and get some coffee. Lighting, if you want your headlights to stay on at night after you turn lock on. When you put it in park, do you want all doors to unlock? Just driver door for safety. Some people don't want any doors to unlock until you try to pull the handle to get out. It's Brainerd. I do all doors in park. Oh. All right, delayed door lock. As soon as you take it out of park and you're going to move, do you want your doors to lock right away or wait 30 seconds or 30 miles per hour, whichever happens first? Lock. When you hit lock, do you like horn on the key fob or no horn? For safety, when you hit unlock once, just driver door. Double tap for all doors, but set it up how you want it. I always have these on passive lock when I walk up to the driver door. My Acadia. One push of the driver button, just the driver door unlocks. Double tap for the rest. I don't know if you had passive locking turned on the Suburban. And those are the double honks. Hey, you just closed the driver door. There's keys in me. And this is, hey, the motor's still running, but the keys are walking away from me. That second double honk may be new since you're Suburban. Seating position. If you want each seat to go to memory seat 1 or 2 automatically, when and if you let him drive the Acadia, have him grab his own key, it'll go to memory seat 2 naturally. And this is if you want easy exit on. Sounds would be the next thing. So when you get in the car, don't get blast full of radio. And then that's if you want the silent screen, or if you want that beep when you hit the screen. Profiles and accounts. I'm going to text you to log in here with your email and his password. We just, again, used his email so that both his truck and your Cadia are both on the same app for convenience. So log in. Let's back up. Settings. Profile and accounts. Log into your car with your email and password, or it does give you an option of logging in with your phone app. So open up your QR reader, which is your camera. Tap and just follow the instructions. But log in first and save log in, or sometimes everything we just set up might go away. I don't know if yours will help you parallel park or pull out of a tight parking spot. This Denali does. Climate, well, you can do climate here, but this is where you do rear. Control it for the kids in case they're in the third row. My GMC, you get past login here, and that's where you have your digital owner's manual. More controls is the same as more controls here. Heads up, that's where you adjust brightness, up and down, and rotation. You know the reason they do rotation? Polarized sunglasses. They will cancel out heads up. It's hard to see there and won't let you see it. Turn the rotation 1 or 2 degrees, then boom, you can see it. That's why they do that rotation for polarized glasses. Dome light, but to turn them all on, but the fastest way to turn them all on, the 2 front ones, just hold one of them, and that just turned on all of them. Hold it again, turns them off, or just press each one as you want them on. Auto high beams, they brighten and dim automatically after the cars pass you. This is where, I know, I wish fog lights were just a quick flip over here, but this is where you turn fog lights on. See more controls, page 2. This would be child window and door lock. Lights is also here. Auto headlights. Traction control should always be on. Lane assistance. The camera is blocked. That's why it won't let me turn it on here. Page 2 again. This is garage doors. Just simply follow the instructions. It tells you. Yes. Do you have a transmitter? Yes. Hold it up 1 inch from the rear view mirror. Push and hold. And then wait about 5 seconds, or right about now, a test button will pop up right there. Hit the test button, see if it works. And then your garage doors, you can do 8, will populate here. People still call me and say, hey, I got to work. My garage doors, 1, 2, or 3, whatever, they're not there. And then as soon as they get home and pull into the driveway, you're within range of your garage door openers, boom, they populate right back up. Heated seats, vented seats, medium, low, off. Again, there's lane correction. Where you want your airflow to come out of, feet, face, or defrost. Sync controls both. Now the driver is controlling both sides. Fans you saw in the middle. AC, recirculate. Here's a quick link to rear. Hey mom, we're in back, but we're cold. Then you could hit this to turn up the heat for the kids in back. Up here, shortcuts. This is a split screen. Google Maps. And again, you're going to have 3 years of just saying, hey, Google, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
It depends on the size of the chuck, but a typical woodchuck could chuck about 35 cubic feet of wood per day.
Me and the kids play with Google Speak, usually when I'm bringing them to school. Cordless charging cell phone pad. This should do it. Make sure, I think on his phone we did use the app. Download the app, log in. I want to make sure that works for you. And then go set up your car. Just watch this on YouTube. Hit pause. I should have told you that at the beginning of this. Do what I tell you and then hit play on your phone again. All right, I'll just put that in writing. Thanks, guys.